Imagine a tennis player who dominates 3 decades, rewrites history, and becomes the only man to hold all the biggest titles simultaneously across all 3 surfaces. That man is Novak Djokovic. Today, we dive into the life, career, and legacy of one of the greatest athletes in sports history. Born on May 22, 1987, in Belgrade, Serbia, Djokovic started hitting tennis balls at just 4 years old. His parents gave him a mini racket, and it quickly became his favorite toy. Growing up during the Yugoslav wars, training was far from easy. He practiced in abandoned swimming pools, often under the threat of air raids, with limited access to proper equipment and facilities. At the age of 6, his talent was discovered by legendary coach Jelena Jenčić, who helped shape his two-handed backhand and competitive mindset. His family made enormous sacrifices to support his dreams, taking financial risks to send him across Europe and the United States for training in tournaments. Djokovic's junior career showed early signs of greatness. By 2001, he became the European under-14 champion and defeated future stars like Andy Murray. His junior world ranking climbed into the top 25, signaling that he was destined for something much bigger. Turning professional in 2003, Djokovic rose quickly through the ranks. He earned his first ATP main draw win in 2004 and claimed his first tour titles by 2006. The year 2007 marked his breakthrough. He won his first Masters 1000 title and reached his first Grand Slam final at the US Open, officially entering the sports elite. In 2008, Djokovic captured his first Grand Slam title at the Australian Open, becoming a major champion at just 20 years old. This moment solidified the rise of the Big Three: Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic, 3 players who would go on to define an entire era of tennis. The 2011 season is widely considered one of the greatest in tennis history. He won 3 Grand Slam titles and dominated both Federer and Nadal in head-to-head matchups. In 2015, he reached 15 consecutive finals and claimed 10 of the biggest titles in the sport. In 2016, Djokovic achieved the historic No Slam, becoming the first man in the modern era to hold all 4 Grand Slam titles at the same time. Years later, in 2024, he added Olympic gold in Paris, completing a career that included every major honor tennis has to offer. His journey wasn't without setbacks. In 2017, elbow injuries forced him off the court and raised questions about his future. But Djokovic responded with one of the greatest comebacks in sports history, winning Wimbledon in 2018 and continuing to break records across every surface. The 2021 season was another historic milestone. Djokovic won Grand Slam titles on hard, clay, and grass in a single year, becoming the first man in the Open era to achieve a surface slam. He also reached 20 major titles, standing level with Federer and Nadal at the top of the sport. Controversy followed in 2022, when his stance on COVID vaccination led to deportation from Australia and missed tournaments.
And I have not spoken about this before, and I have not disclosed my medical record and my vaccination status because I had the right to keep that private and discreet. But as I see, there's a lot of wrong conclusions and assumptions out there. I think it's important to speak up about that and justify certain things, right? So I was never against vaccination. I understand that globally everyone is trying to put a big effort into handling this virus and seeing hopefully an end soon to this virus. And vaccination is probably the biggest effort that was made. Probably half of the planet was vaccinated. and I fully respect that.
But once again, he returned stronger, reclaiming the Australian Open in 2023 and surpassing 100 career ATP titles, while setting the all-time record for prize money earnings. Off the court, Djokovic has built a legacy of giving back. Through the Novak Djokovic Foundation, he supports education and development for children in disadvantaged communities.
Every child has a right to dream. In every life, this dream can be different. And Novak Djokovic Foundation aims to give every child an opportunity to make these dreams come true.
His rivalries with Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal created some of the most iconic matches in sports history. These battles pushed all three players to their limits, but Djokovic's mental strength and composure in the biggest moments often gave him the edge. His record speaks for itself: 24 Grand Slam singles titles, a triple career Grand Slam, 2 career Golden Masters, Olympic gold and bronze medals, over 400 weeks as world number 1, and a record number of year-end number 1 finishes. Novak Djokovic is more than a tennis champion. He is a symbol of resilience, sacrifice, and relentless ambition. From the streets of war-torn Belgrade to the greatest courts in the world, his story is one of belief, discipline, and greatness. His legacy isn't just written in trophies, but in the history of the sport itself.